And finally, away from the India-Pak tensions, the Modi government announced that the 2026 national census will also have caste enumeration. And so essentially, the country is now gearing up for a caste census as well. So let's tell you all you need to know about the caste census.
आज दिनांक 30/4/2025 के दिन प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में राजनीतिक विषयों की कैबिनेट समिति ने यह निर्णय लिया है कि जातियों की गणना को आने वाली जनगणना में सम्मिलित किया जाए.
It's this announcement that sent ripples through the political corridors in the country as the caste census has dominated headlines for years now. So let's begin with the very basics. What is a caste census? A caste census is the collection of data on the caste affiliations of individuals during a population survey. While India's census, which is once in 10 years, collects data on religion and on scheduled castes and scheduled tribes, on SC/STs, it doesn't include data on OBCs, on other backward classes, or for that matter, the full caste spectrum. A caste census aims to gather this data for social policies, for reservation framework, and for welfare schemes. Caste enumeration was part of the censuses conducted by the British from 1881 to 1931. And the 1931 census was the last full caste-based enumeration in India. So it's been quite some time. Post-independence, we did have some caste data, but nothing that was a full-fledged caste census. What do I mean by that? Well, from 1951 to 2011, no census recorded full caste data. Like I said, it was only SCs and STs. Finally, in 2011, there was a socio-economic caste census which collected all caste data. But it wasn't released due to alleged data inconsistencies. And then the 2021 census, which was also expected to include caste data, was postponed because of the COVID pandemic. And that's why the last caste census was way back in 1931. Several states, however, have conducted their own caste census, and let's list those out for you as well. The state of Bihar conducted a caste census in 2023. It was conducted in 2 phases, and the final data was released in October 2023. The announcement by the Modi government now of a national caste census, many believe, is actually timed to the Bihar elections, as the Nitish government's pro-caste census stand is clear. Then you have Telangana, which under the leadership of Chief Minister Revanth Reddy conducted a caste survey, as it was one of the Congress's promises during the elections in the state in 2023. The Telangana caste census, conducted over 50 days in late 2024, surveyed 96.9% of households, covering 3.54 crore individuals. And then there's the other Congress-ruled state of Karnataka, where there's a very interesting debate over this caste census. The Karnataka caste survey was okayed by Siddaramaiah back in 2015, but the report was finally submitted this year, which was leaked, led to massive backlash from dominant communities like Lingayats and Vokkaligas. So the government right now is kind of dithering on actually acting on the survey findings. So let's talk about the pros and cons of a caste census and why there's a raging debate over this kind of a census. Those backing a caste census have maintained that it helps kind of tailor welfare programs based on social demographics and ensures data is up to date, not based on data from way back in 1931. It also, of course, ensures empowerment by identifying marginalised communities. But those against the caste census argue that it deepens and divides on caste lines. There's also the challenges in accurately recording data on subcastes, which happened also back in 2011. Critics of the caste census also say it could strengthen identity-based reservation demands instead of merit thriving, which is one of the biggest points of debate. So while this discussion rages on, the government has now made it clear that by 2026, we will now have fresh caste data based on the national census.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe. If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.